Hi, I'm Dr. Suzanne Menarse, and welcome to Management of Virtual Organizations. Before we get started, I want you to think about how similar virtual organizations are to your traditional bricks and mortar organizations. I'll tell you a little story real quick. I went to get my hair done a couple months ago, and their computer system was down. They could not tell who had an appointment with whom. They couldn't accept payment unless you were paying cash or check. They couldn't schedule appointments. All in all, it was pretty disastrous, but it just illustrates how high-tech traditional organizations have become and how much more similar they are to virtual organizations. Think about the bank. Many of you, particularly if you're in the military, probably bank with USAA, and USAA has a physical presence, but the lion's share of the work is done virtually. It's pretty amazing. If you have flown recently, then you also know that the airlines are more virtual than not anymore. You make your reservation online, you pay online, you check in at a kiosk or with your BlackBerry, and you go to the gate, and at that point when it's time to board the flight, then you see a gate agent, and that's generally the first time that you've seen anyone, unless you're flying overseas and have to have your passport checked first. So it's pretty interesting. It's a challenging environment, and there are more similarities than there are differences. What I want you to do is not so much think about the differences as think about management in the 21st century, because we're employing more of these virtual tools. We're hiring people without a face-to-face interview. We do that in a lot of organizations where cost cutting is becoming the norm. So it's a very interesting topic, and I think you'll enjoy the class. I hope you'll enjoy the class. It's my goal that you do. And so before I close here, I just want to touch on one other thing, and that is the requirement for APA formatting in this class, and also to highlight the AMU APUS academic honesty policy. Please know that I use Turnitin. I expect you to have present your original work with less than 10% cut and pasted or direct quotes, and that your citations are properly formatted. If you use a direct quote, what this means is you must have a page or a paragraph number. But in essence, what I'm looking for is what you think about it, or your discussion, your analysis or evaluation of what someone else has said about the topic, and not their words. So remember, as long as you keep your submissions in your own words for your papers, you'll be doing great. That's it. Please know that you can always find me on email. You have my private email, drsuzannem@gmail.com. That goes straight to my BlackBerry, so most of the time you'll get a response within just a few minutes. And you have my phone number on there as well. I do have a Facebook page for my students where we talk about some relevant topics, and some of my students talk about some of their research topics, and that's always interesting. So I invite you to check that out as well if you're so inclined to use social media. Anyway, that's it. I look forward to working with you. I think it'll be an exciting term. We're starting on Labor Day, and so before long the leaves will be turning. So anyway, good luck. I wish you all the very best, and please know that I'm here to help. Thanks.